Welcome back, everyone. I'm Dylan.
I'm Elle.
And we both love soup.
It's been a while.
It's been,
It's been a minute.
a month. We've had
a month of hell. No.
Yeah, well, it has been a lot.
It's been a lot going on politically, but also I lost my mom. So,
Yes.
and it's funny because, I lost Raven. I can't remember if we recorded before or after Raven.
I
think
we talked about Raven. Last time we were mourning Greg.
Yeah, so Raven and Greg we've lost, but
our last shows we're mourning someone every show now. That's a trend I want to get away from.
Yeah, we need to get away from that. But I really think I cried more with Raven than my mom. But my excuse for that is that we've been mourning mom for like your dad. Like you mourn when they start to lose. Yeah, you lose them a lot. I lost her a long time ago, and I've always said I felt like she's gone. So
yeah. And the memorial is
in Wisconsin at the end of October, and it's a wedding the weekend before my cousin's kid, and then we're doing the memorial right afterwards. So big Wisconsin trip coming up. I had just come back from Wisconsin, a month ago.
Yeah.
And so
going back,
it was good. It was a good trip home. This one will be interesting. I think it'll be fun. I know it sounds ridiculous it'll be fun, but it will be fun. It's
celebration of life.
Yeah, celebration
it's like
of life.
A Scottish funeral. If someone makes it
I do
past
have
60,
to sit through the full Catholic stand up, sit down, fight mass
with communion.
With
right?
communion. I don't go for communion anymore. I feel like a hypocrite when I do that. Anyway, so that's...
And then I had my mom and Jim come for a long weekend, stayed at Miranda's. She was the hostess with the mostest, and we went to multiple soccer games. Got to see Lexus and Bryn and Ross and even Carmen and her parents. So it was a lot of soccer.
A lot of driving.
Yeah. I think I drove 10 hours that weekend between all the back and forth.
Yeah, we did a little trip to LA last week, and we were supposed to be doing a bike packing trip, but I've been having some health issues for the last month since I got back from Wisconsin. I have an MRI on Tuesday for my knee. I'm just falling apart one body part at a time, as per usual. But I have not been on the bike. I have not been able to move. I haven't been able to do anything. It's been really weird. We haven't biked. I can hardly walk. Yeah, it's
we tried. You did fine at pickleball yesterday.
I did okay. Yeah,
it was hot.
I was suffering. My knee was hurting. My back's hurt.
But the MRI is Friday.
Yeah, no, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
But yeah, it's been a shitty month because I just have been super down about not being able to do anything, and
yeah,
and then the politics of everything. This was just to give you a reference. Jimmy Kimmel just got fired or laid off or whatever they're calling it.
Yeah, basically illegally.
He got
suppressed.
What do they call that? He's got canceled. He's been cancel cultured. Yeah.
Yeah,
and that's depressing.
We say this, and we're not going to dwell on the politics because Elle and I will lose our minds.
Shit, yeah.
You think it can't get any worse,
and then it gets worse,
and then it does.
Yeah,
and it's now defying just. All logic.
My biggest thing is the hypocrisy with Charlie Kirk. And okay, whatever your politics, I personally think the man was a horrible person. I don't condone the violence that took him out.
Incited separation.
But he incited separation. And the thing is, it's like they're so hypocritical about it. They are, let's make a Charlie Kirk Day of Remembrance, and you must mourn him otherwise. And he was all about free speech, if nothing else. It's like, I'm a firm believer in free speech, and now you're suppressing Jimmy Kimmel.
And the same day he was killed, I don't know if you guys realize this, there was a school shooting in Colorado
that got no press whatsoever. Yeah.
And 3 were injured. I don't know if anyone was fatally injured from that, but that same day you hear nothing. The 2 weeks prior there was a school shooting where a kid threw himself on his friend and wound up getting shot in the back. If there's anybody who we should be remembering, it is the teachers and the students who are putting up with that violence, not an individual who was allowed to say what he did.
They're making him out to be like Martin Luther King, who never once said anything about violence. I mean, as far as I know, Kirk, don't quote me on that.
Literally said after one of the school shootings several months ago that was the price of having Second Amendment rights.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
there you go.
I don't know why
his birthday is the same day as George Floyd's?
As George Floyd, yeah. and they're making
It just seems so
Charlie Kirk Day.
Yeah, it
but
just
it's
seems so
not George
deliberate.
Floyd Day.
Yeah.
It's just the whole hypocrisy of it, and
just
we shouldn't even get into it
yeah.
because it just depresses the shit out of me.
Losing my
So
mind.
all of this shit has been going on in addition to me not being able to exercise any of my anger issues out. So I'm just an explosion waiting to happen.
Have
And
you
this
shifted
was-
into your art phase? Maybe now's the time to start your book.
Yeah,
Spend the
Casey
next
keeps
year
saying
writing
that
a
too
book.
because I did give him. I have a screenplay idea that's really hashed out.
I say just do it. You
I
gotta
know, I gotta do it.
just put effort into. You have to put the energy somewhere else.
Yeah,
You're right.
And
I do need to put
I think
the
art
energy
is
somewhere else.
the season.
I
Yeah.
spent the morning scrolling through. Yesterday was my 40th reunion that I opted not to go to.
Due to politics.
due to politics, and looking at the pictures, and I had a little bit of FOMO about it, but then I had to remember that I just didn't want to put myself in a position. It was kind of protecting my peace a little. Was what I was going for there.
I thought that was a good thing.
But yeah, I had some regrets looking at pictures. It's really interesting to see who obviously stayed active
Yeah.
and kept motion is lotion, and who didn't stay quite so active.
I mean, you have to remember in the Midwest, it's
Illinois.
hard. It's
Yeah.
hard to stay active
Those
all
6
year.
months, yeah, if you're
Unless
not,
you're a gym rat, which a lot of people are not.
I'm not
you
gym
know?
rats, yeah.
And so and the food there, it's hard to eat healthy. Every time I go back, it's really hard to eat vegetarian. I
this
can't
venue
imagine
was
trying
awesome.
to
It
eat
was like a
vegan.
brewery pizza place, big rafters, and it looks like it was really well done. I would say, looking at the crowd, maybe 60 or 70 out of our class of 600 were there. So I think they got about 10 maybe 12%. But it looked like a lot of the people were the ones who stayed living there. There was a few that had posted they had traveled. My friend here from Temecula traveled, but she has a second home in Illinois because her mom is there and her mom is getting older. So she's going to actually stay for the month. But they're talking about for our 60th birthday, us
Anniversary.
having another
Or
one.
reunion,
Yeah, so
yeah.
2 more years. And I'm like, all right, then maybe
And I graduated the year after you, so next year is my
is her 40th.
40th. And I don't know. I don't know.
I was really amped to go, and then just in the last 5 months kind of got tepid to it, but definitely spent 2 hours this morning scrolling pictures and reading comments.
What I
and-
realized, it's kind of a weird thing to go try to have conversations with people that the only thing you have in common is that you went to high school together. You really have nothing else in common with people, especially
Yeah.
those of us that moved away.
because none of these people have I kept in touch with. Like, my best friend, if I had walked up to her and she didn't have the name tag when I was looking at the pictures, I would not have recognized her.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then once I saw the name tag, I looked, I said, oh, those are her eyes.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh my gosh, that was the person who every waking moment, we were at each other's house, and that was just a little odd because
And
we
I
didn't
wonder
stay
if you had
connected.
the same thing I did, because you were dating Ed in high school, right?
Yes.
So I dated a guy that did not go to our high school. And
Oh.
so by junior year, I really didn't hang out. I mean, I had a couple friends that also knew my boyfriend and hung out with him, but really did not have that many friends in high school my junior and senior year. And the friends that I did have, I wasn't that close with.
And so Ed was a senior when I was a freshman, but we had 2 different campuses. Our school was so big. Freshman, sophomore were on one campus on one side of town, saw a junior, senior on another. So we never were in the same, even though
High
we were
school together,
1 year
yeah.
overlapped high school, we were never on the same campus.
Right.
So that was kind of
Yeah,
weird.
so you're in this kind of the same boat I am. That's like, did you really have that many close friends by the time you were a junior, senior in high school, because you were already...
Yeah.
And then you graduated early.
Yeah.
So that even probably...
Well, I did 4 years of high school where I did I graduated college in
college
3.
early, okay.
And where I had adjusted my grade was second grade, so that had happened.
Oh, okay. But still, it's like, it is a different thing when you didn't... Like, Miranda was really involved in sports, so she was close with the same people for 4 years.
Like a Great Oak reunion, you would absolutely go and you'd know a lot more people and you kind of know what some of them are up to.
I wouldn't go, but I would know a lot
That's
of people.
so funny
yeah.
that you wouldn't go.
No.
No.
If they
I think
did a
for the sake-
10-year
okay.
reunion, or
I think
did-
for
I
the
went for
reason
10.
of, not that like whether I agree with them politically or not, but what's the point?
Yeah.
What am I?
maybe make a new connection. See, now if I'd been local like
Yeah.
you, I would go maybe to make kindle a
Well, let's just say I
relationship.
know who
I'm not
all
going to
lives here
rekindle a
still.
relationship
You do
with
know who
somebody.
lives here.
I know who lives here, and
You don't really want to...
Yeah.
Spend time
But
with.
maybe that night together would be like, you know what? Why did we ever fall apart?
Yeah.
Whereas if I reconnected with them here, I wasn't going to stay connected with them. They're in Illinois.
Right.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then the,
Fair.
I already- I
whole
already am-
flex thing, I got
Yeah.
over that. Initially, I was all ready to go flex, and
Yeah.
all I needed to do was look at the pictures, and I'm good.
Yeah. I feel like it's silly to flex because, you know, I was always really jealous of this one girl. She's beautiful. She's rich, you know, yada, yada, yada.
Jolene, she was your Jolene.
Yeah, but she got divorced and now she's alone. And, you know, it's like, all right, well, I'll take my, you know, not as wealthy, not as beautiful life if I'm happy. And I, you know, it's like, there's levels of happiness on all
Yes.
sides. You know, people can be happy for different reasons.
It was interesting to see, you know, those who you would have thought how they would have gone, and like the one of them that was so into makeup and the way she looked, still is, had all sorts of work done, obviously, and cares still about how she looks. So some people stayed true to that piece of themselves. Others, at
What
least
I
from
was
looking
amazed-
at pictures, did not.
I went to 30. Is it 30? Yeah.
10 years ago.
10 years ago. I went to 30 and I was amazed how bad the guys look. Like the women, most of the women by 30 years still looked okay. There were a few.
The guys who lost their hair and then got the round bellies, and then there were some that kept their hair. The ones who kept their hair tended
But
to
even
hate
that
to say
kept
it,
their
they
hair,
looked good.
but still had,
Yeah.
you know, they were huge. This is Wisconsin. We're talking, you know, corn-fed, beef-fed folks. They are huge. Everybody was pretty big. I mean, well, no, the women weren't all that big, but the guys were, I feel like, were pretty big.
So, but I'm over it. Had a moment of FOMO. I'm over my FOMO.
Okay. Yeah.
Wanted to introduce a word that I saw. I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation. Fridigsmies.
Farvignugan.
It's a Scandinavian tradition that literally means Friday coziness. And it's something I think I'm trying to talk Miranda into. It's like, we need to do this Friday coziness. One, it makes the weekend feel longer. And the idea is to celebrate the end of the work or school week by slowing down, relax at home, enjoy some good food, snacks, family time, maybe some games that sets you up for the weekend. So the word is
I feel like we used to do that a lot, and now we haven't been
Fridigsmies.
doing it because
Yeah.
we used to kind of all kick off at noon, like quit working at noon, and then go for bike ride or go do stuff.
how did we? Because
And then
we religiously were doing something on Friday nights.
yeah, and then
How
always
did-
playing games on Friday night,
Yeah, we
and
gotta
now
get
we
back to
just
it.
kind of got out of that habit, so we'll
back
have
to
to get back in.
So Fridigsmies.
Fridigsmies.
All right.
Farvignugan.
Loving or loathing product spotlight. So I'm going to go with a grouping called Good Foundations. I am recommending 3 different products.
Oh, these are bras.
Well,
I was
bras-
thinking
bras and underwear.
I was thinking foundations, like
No,
facial
Good Foundations to lock and load the girls.
I never call them It's not much of a foundation with me.
So
Yeah, I don't need a foundation.
I don't need a
all right, my
foundation.
first question to you guys, do you replace your bras every year?
I don't have a bra.
I wear all sports bras.
Yeah, I have only sports
Do you
bras.
replace them every year?
No.
No.
I've had the same one for 15
I've had
years.
the same one for many, many years.
I
If
replace.
they don't fall apart and don't look shitty,
Yeah.
I keep them.
I don't. They lose. You'd be surprised. It's kind of bras being broken in. They reach a point of not so sturdy, and maybe it's because I'm more buxom than you guys.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
it makes a huge difference for me. So I just recently did the clean out, and so I did the repurchase. And one of my favorites that I'm liking right now is Ebby, EBY, and they have a bralette, but it's a bralette that also has adjustable straps, but it has no fastener. So I'm a big one for smooth back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want a smooth back. Like when I watch soap operas or any shows and I can see their foundation lines, I'm like, what kind of stylist do you have? There are good fitting, good products.
See,
that should
when
look
you said
seamless.
smooth back, I thought you meant like I'm one for a smooth back, meaning I do not want a fucking clasp digging into my back. That's why I wear
Well, that
sports
too.
bras.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't care if I
Well,
have
it's
fatty hangover or whatever or it indents. I just care. I do not want anything digging in.
Well, there's that, but for me, it's also the smooth look under clothes. I mean, that to me is quite luxury. Got to have it.
Right.
So these are fabulous, and they had a like buy 2 get 1, so I was able to get 3. And actually, I love them so much, I wound up. So now I have 6 of them.
Oh my gosh.
And then a new sports bra.
Well, how many sports bras? I have a ton of sports bras.
So you don't.
Oh, I have
Yeah.
like 20.
I do like the sports bra tanks.
remember,
like I'm
when
wearing
I
one
say
right now.
re-
It's a
okay,
sports
yeah.
bra tank.
When I
but-
say replace,
don't
I
count
got
those.
rid of everything. So like bras all gone. None of the bras are old. And then for sports bras, I love my Form ones. They're still under a year, so I've got those, and I think those are going to last a little longer. I'm going to be reticent to throw away a $200 and some
shit.
dollar bra.
It's funny, my Form bras not holding up as well as my Halara $35
Wow.
sports bras.
Yeah.
And I also just like the cut of the Halaras are, it's not like that Form bra is so high
Well, no,
necked.
they have the low. I'm wearing one right now.
Well,
they have
but
the
I
low
have
neck.
a low necked one, but it's still so wide on the straps.
that
Like you
too.
can't, if you wear a tank top, you can see the strap. I don't know. I'm not loving the Form.
Sport bra
Expensive.
that is affordable. It's about $35 to $40 that I'm also loving is by Yvette. You probably saw this on Instagram, YVETTE. They also sell them on Amazon. They're great. Love them. They do have a clasp in the back, but
No,
it's
can't
only
do
so
the
you don't
clasp.
have to do the way pullover. Some of them don't have a clasp.
Okay.
But I bought the ones with the clasp, and
But I would hazard a guess if they don't have the ABC cup, if it's extra large, large, whatever, and it fits you, it will not fit me.
So what they have, which I like about them, is so they do have extra small, small, medium, large, but then they do a cup size that's
okay.
a plus or a plus plus. So I'm a medium plus plus in an Yvette
well,
sizing.
then that might work because
The medium is my band
I need
around
an
here.
extra large to get around baby Scott back.
Yeah.
But I have no.
So then you wouldn't do the
Yeah, so
plus.
an extra large in a lot of sports bras, I just
Assumes
it's
you
like,
have.
Yeah, it assumes I have boobs, and then
So
it's
I
just
highly
a
recommend
vacant,
you try it. They're very
there's a vacant
affordable.
space there.
You can order them on Amazon. Give one a try. Love that.
Okay.
One of my things that has not lived up to its name, it's been so hyped on Instagram, Facebook. I mean, you cannot go anywhere without
I
seeing
almost fell for it because I was like,
Besque oil,
Yeah.
BESQUE. It promises to be the holy grail of
Crepe
reducing crepe erase. It's expensive, but they had a 60-day try it or get your money back. So I bought 3 bottles of it. I used it religiously, slathered it on the morning, evening, after shower, you name it.
I was about to pull the trigger on it, and I texted you, and I was like, have you tried this Besque? And you said,
It
yes.
does nothing
Sucks.
special. I
Yeah.
wouldn't say it sucks. I mean, it's an oil,
Yeah,
but it is
exactly.
not worth $40.
It's not
for
any
the
better
lip.
than our
Not better than
Beauty from
bees, not
Bees.
better than any other body oil you can get, even at the
Which I
drugstore.
still stand by the Beauty for Bees. It does not crepe erase, but it is very moisturizing.
Yes.
So I think that helps with the crepe.
kind of like how tan helps hide things.
Exactly,
It does a
yeah.
little. Doesn't solve it.
Yeah.
So Besque oil, yuck.
Yeah.
And then your other
And then
one that you
my-
tried.
which was something
Versed.
Versed. I think I had just gotten it when we did the last show, and I was like, the jury was still out. I actually think it almost dries my skin off worse. And the only exception is like maybe if I use that and then use the Beauty for Bees over it, but then I'm like,
It's expensive,
It's
isn't it,
expensive,
too?
yeah,
Yeah.
and it's not doing its job. So no,
Versed
no to
sucks.
Versed.
Besque oil
Yeah.
sucks.
Yep.
Now, a device I did buy, I haven't gotten yet that I fell. Have you seen the one where it's the fascia blaster? So it's a circle that you put over your
Oh, yeah,
leg
yeah,
and you
and
do
do that.
this. I'm going to try that.
Okay.
So we'll see how it goes.
She's making the motion over here. She's not having a seizure, just in case you're wondering. And then you were a
And
big,
Miranda turned me onto it.
the reduce cups.
Miranda started it.
So Miranda told
Chewy
Dylan
straws.
about the
Yes.
chewy straw. It's got a great straw. It's a great cup. It's got a little handle.
Company called Reduce. You can
Yeah.
see them on Amazon. REDUCE.
I mean, I have a gazillion cups, but I did kind of like the idea of that one, and I was maybe thinking
And
of,
it's spill proof.
Yeah,
that's
it's spill-proof.
It's big. It fits in a cup holder. You can hang
Mine
it
will
on stuff.
spill at the airport, even with just ice in it. It will
Mm-hmm.
leak out when I tip it on its side in the, to go through security. This one will not. And so I was all excited. I ordered it in black, which I thought would be really
Very sweet.
cool. And the paint peeled off of it. And I told Dylan, and she was like, "Well, you got it on Amazon, send it back." So I get on my Amazon account. There is no send it back or no,
because it was a
return.
direct from merchant.
So yeah, but it did say contact seller contact seller. So I clicked on the contact seller. I wrote a little thing saying, "Hey, my thing." They got right back to me. They're sending me a new cup. So
I'm so proud of you.
I know. I am never one to like return something.
And now
that-
she'll have 2 cups
And
because
now I'll have
they didn't
two.
want the other one back.
Yeah.
And it's just cosmetic where the paint is
yeah,
peeled.
it's
not
perfectly works
because it's not
perfectly well.
painted on the inside.
Yeah. So
Put a
I'm
sticker over it and
big
you're good.
fan. They
Yeah.
served
I've
me
got
right.
2 of them. Miranda, you have a couple, don't you?
I have 2.
Yeah, the
And they make a
silicone
mini
straw.
one. They not a mini, but like a little bit smaller one.
Why would you ever want a
That's
smaller
like your
cup?
coffee,
maybe.
your to-go coffee,
No.
and then one
Yeah,
water.
it fits in your
Or
car
your
better.
electrolytes, and then your water.
No.
So,
If it's
A
not
plus,
a ginormous sippy, adult
Yeah.
sippy cup, I'm not having it.
Yeah.
I'm shaking my cup in case you're wondering.
and so now next up on our, I got my
Next for
fern order. So this is it happened to be so close to the last one because even though they normally do it just quarterly, I had just gotten on the tail end of that last one. So this month for fern, we're doing an unboxing. And so the way it comes is they give you a sample of the fragrance, which I'm opening right now, that you can test. But the minute you crack the seal on the other one, you keeping that baby.
And remember, she dropped it.
And
when we
last
were-
time I dropped it, and
And
so,
so that
I
was
I
broke
was
the seal.
obligated to for fern. So
I was not crazy about her last prefer.
Did you finish your other?
I haven't finished it because I
finish your
fern. I haven't.
Ooh, this smells like bug spray too.
Oh gosh.
I have to admit, I'm going to see how this
Yeah,
one
this
wears
one-
on me. I'm not loving this.
Well, I'm
My
not loving
initial
this at
smell,
all.
I'm not loving.
Give me a second.
Bug spray.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that's awful.
Okay, so I'm
Okay,
thinking,
don't drop it.
Don't
Don't
drop
drop
it.
it.
Don't
Get rid
drop
of this.
it.
Yeah.
But I get to.
We do not want to be fucked with fur.
Yeah, that does smell like bug spray.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
I mean, maybe it'll grow.
And how much is that thing?
so the bottle. When you saw the size of the bottle from last time, it's $130.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So this for
No.
fern is going back.
I'm not sold on for fern
I'm
for her.
not.
I liked
Yeah.
the other one. What was the one that gave you the
Noteworthy.
whole
Yeah,
noteworthy?
Noteworthy
I
was
love
amazing. And
Noteworthy.
also,
That was awesome.
hear me out, but Target smells that little. Have you seen the like
I
body
haven't
mist
gone to
thing?
Target since
They
they
have
did
this-
their
and they
whole-
change out their
men's
flavors.
scent.
Yeah.
It has like
well,
a
it's
very
meant to
pine.
be. It's meant to be unisex.
unisex. It's very pine.
I smell
Pine
like
forward?
yeah, I'm camping right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Well,
you're out
maybe
in the
it'll grow
pine
on us. Maybe
forest.
by the end of the day, we'll be like, we're in a good mood. But
Yeah.
anyway, right, my initial reaction to this month's for fern is
No. Thumbs
Ugh.
down on for ferns this month.
Second
Scent.
month.
Yeah.
okay.
right.
So we're going to do something interesting and
different.
new thanks to Zach. This
We're
is
bringing
something
Zach in
He
again.
does on his show, his Twitch show, and it's a Would You Rather, and sometimes it's called Zabando.
Do we want to pimp out Zach's Twitch show?
Yeah,
No.
we're not the audience for Zach's
All
Twitch
right.
show.
All right.
Feed Zach if you're interested in
They
feeding
do.
Zach.
They send him food, which I think is
Yeah,
so cool.
he gets food sent to the house during his show from like a DoorDashy kind of service.
Yeah.
Oh, and you were asking, it's they don't know where he lives. It's a service that does it anonymously.
I thought that was a little creepy. That,
Yeah,
like,
nope,
how
they
do
don't.
Do you have to give them your address? But I guess.
Nope.
See, I know nothing. I know nothing.
So we're going to do something today, the Would You Rather, and Zach has come up with some questions, and we have in front of us little whiteboards. He's going to ask the question. We're going to write our answer so we can't, we won't know what each other writes, and then we will flip and briefly discuss. So the first Would You Rather question, Zach.
Mike.
All right, yeah. So I have a few. I wanted to start off with just like some
softball?
some ones that are pretty common.
Okay.
All right, how about this one? Would you rather be fluent in all languages or a master of every instrument?
Ooh. Ooh. That's a toughie.
All right. I got mine.
No, we're okay. We all wrote our answer. Miranda, what did you do?
Languages. You
Really?
have to. Yeah.
No,
Because
you don't.
so yes, you do. There is a correct answer in this one, and
No,
it's
there's not.
languages. And here's my reasoning: languages is an unblocker. You can communicate clearly, like politically, socially, anything. You
My
can
argument
learn.
is music is the universal language.
Ma'am, I'm talking. When I'm talking, you're not talking. I can't believe you guys don't know that meme. That's the Alec Baldwin. Come on. Ugh. Anyways, but no, music is great. Oh, it's communicative. No. Languages are.
Okay.
I disagree.
Well, I
Okay,
think Elle
I-
and I both put instrument.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
No,
because
I
music
will-
is universal.
Guys, what? Okay, I'm going in to talk about not starting World War III, and I'm going to just start playing the mandolin.
But here's
no.
my thing.
But this is me
can-
we're
I
talking
have
about. When
Apple-
would I talk about World War III?
I have applications. I just bought the Apple AirPods with the universal translator.
There you go.
And it works?
I haven't been able to test it because I haven't been around someone else speaking, but I did it like
Try
a
on a YouTube channel.
Well, anyway, I can get access
Turn
to
on
every
telenovela.
language. but I can't. So knowing an instrument, because there's a tool out there that will make me, if I was so inclined, be able to speak and understand other people. There's no tool out there that instantly make me be able to play an instrument.
Exactly.
And I also think that this builds a different kind of pathway. I think this is scientifically proven. People who are good with and musically inclined, there's a pathway that will help prevent Alzheimer's.
Okay, I'm going to now double down on that, and I wish I had asked this before Zach had said it, but my question would be, the point of learning music is what forms those pathways, and they say like, oh, learning an instrument, like,
but you can always learn new songs, so you're still learning.
I don't know,
even
but
though
you're just
can
like,
play an instrument.
The question was like,
the bigger
you
thing
just
to me is I have a tool that I can do the languages.
Exactly.
This would be a skill I would want.
Oh, I really disagree.
Does Zach have an answer?
I'm pretty
Yeah.
Zach, did you answer the
So
question?
yeah,
or you just asked?
mastering instruments also means you learn music theory, and you
yeah.
kind of have a good sense of what makes a bop and stuff like that. No, I'm definitely going with the instruments.
All right.
Are you serious?
3 against 1. You're wrong.
Languages. You also know that Hold on. You also know that learning new languages has that same benefit.
I understand, but that wasn't my
so then if
primary
that applies to
I'm
my
figuring
primary
usefulness in my own personal life. You were like, oh, well, how can I discuss World War III? When am I going to need to discuss World War III?
Okay.
But I could absolutely play an instrument to somebody.
Okay, but if you know all languages, you can work. You would be an
I do, because I have an Apple
workforce.
iPhone and I have the new AirPods.
Okay.
$249.
I'm tripling down on my languages.
Free
I think you guys are
personalization.
we're
wrong.
at the end of our careers. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing for a living for the next 30 years. You might be.
Yeah.
I'm not.
All right, so
I'm
that
thinking about
was
how
great.
I'm
That
going
was a
to enjoy
meaningful
playing my
discussion. I
music.
love it. I love that
Yes.
we didn't start with yours.
I'm a little disappointed. My brain's not on right now, so I feel like my debating skills are not coming out correctly. But inside me right now, I'm like, no, I'm right. I know I'm right, but I can't explain why I'm right to you.
Well, there's
no right
Would you
and wrong
rather
with
doesn't
these.
have a right answer.
Okay,
It tells
I'm
you about
saying
the person.
you're-
So we learned a little something about you. You learned a little something about
Okay.
us.
There is no
You
right
made the
and
wrong
wrong here.
choice.
I know you like to be competitive.
Have fun
and you
playing
like to
your
be right and
drums.
wrong.
It's
I'm
gonna be a waste
I'm
of
gonna
time.
be jamming out.
I'm
She's
going to be jamming my
her
guitar
mandolin.
and my mandolin.
I can't even. Can you name 5 instruments?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mandolin, guitar,
Cello,
piano,
violin,
flute, cello,
flute.
drum.
Okay, you guys chose the right
piano.
one.
Yeah, all right.
Dulcimer, harp.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next.
Zach, next question.
All right, this next one's also a pretty common one, and I do feel like I have to do a little explaining on it, though.
Okay.
Would you be the funniest person in a room or the smartest person in a room? I feel like funny people have to be smart.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Like,
So-
I think that's a trick question.
So I'm going to put a little caveat on this. If you're the smartest person,
You're not funny at
You're
all.
very dry. If you're the funniest person, you're not very smart.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Because I would have absolutely said funny, except if I'm not very
Okay,
smart.
so if you're the funniest, you're not smart. If you're the smartest, you're,
you're
not funny. Okay.
Damn.
I have to think.
Oh, that totally blows it.
Yeah, that does.
And I hope everyone's playing along. I would like to hear from
yes.
our listeners what they chose.
And then
on
so
this
like
too.
when we're saying in the room, it's basically any situation. Like right now, here's this room. Whether you're at work, whether you're
Yeah.
at
well,
a coffee
in this
shop.
situation.
on a Teams channel. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And we'll start with L this time.
Yeah, since I've got mine. All right. I would say funny because anybody can be smart. I guess not anybody can be smart, but I feel like smart is boring, funny is fun. So I would rather be fun and funny than smart and boring. And I am.
I did smartest, and I wrestle with this because oftentimes the smartest person in the room is the most unhappy.
Yes.
Because they're aware of things. Like right now with what's going on circling back to politics, I wish I was
I wish I
dumb.
was dumb as dirt.
I wish
Yeah.
I was dumb enough to be thinking that what's going on is absolutely fine.
Right.
But then I also come back to something that I heard in a speech by J.D. Pritzker, and it was the smartest person in the room is also the most empathetic. And I totally, especially now with everything going on, believe that is a trait that I
It's
would want to
important.
have.
Yeah.
So I went with smartest.
Okay.
And I went with funniest, but for a similar reasoning of life's about connections and like being funny.
You
would
connect with
connect
people.
with more
That's
people
kind of
and
what
like
I
kind of
yeah.
make a better situation.
My brother was an incredibly intelligent person who ended his life. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that is why he ended his life, because he was so
so-
smart.
Understood too much.
He really
that's why you
just
could see I had an F
felt
going
too
and I
deeply.
changed it.
He felt too deeply because he knew too much, and I feel like that's.
I would
yeah.
hope I could use my smarts to then go sequester myself somewhere, or I don't know. That was
Yes.
my gut. My gut was good to go with smartest, but
Yeah,
I was
that's-
waffling on the funniest. How about you, Zach?
Sorry, we're having.
I'd probably go with funniest as well, but I feel like I'm already there. So, all right. We ready for the next
Yes,
one?
we are.
All right. This one's kind of interesting. I'm curious to hear what people have to say
Okay.
about this. Would you rather be able to only wake up at 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. for the rest of your life, no matter when you go to bed?
I already do.
Any questions?
Oh.
You can choose to go to bed whenever you want.
You can choose to go to bed whenever you want, but sleep rules apply. You
What
know,
about
if
work
you don't,
rules? Do rules apply? In other words,
That's a good, yeah.
if I go to bed at 9:00 p.m. and I can sleep till 2 p.m.
2 a.m.
regardless of, or 2 p.m. regardless of work.
okay. So
Like I
that's-
can sleep forever, sleep my life
Yeah.
away. It doesn't matter.
Let's say you then chose a job that allowed you
Right,
to do it.
right.
So
I'm gonna say you probably wouldn't be able to go to sleep then,
Mm-hmm.
because you know, you can sleep for 16 hours or whatever.
your choice is, you
but
search for. A
I
job
don't know
that
about
allows
you. When I'm not tired, I can't fall asleep. So it's, you'd be sitting in bed, and your circadian rhythm or whatever would probably prevent you from sleeping too much.
Right.
Is what I would think.
I think I know what your answer to
That
this
being
is gonna
said,
be.
you could blow past your 2 a.m. or whatever. Say I just stayed up for 24 hours, and
You'd be wrecked.
You'll be wrecked, and you might fall
Yeah, yeah.
asleep and
So
sleep
you're still
for
going to need your,
13
let's say you're going to
hours.
need your 7 or 8 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll go first on this.
All right.
Wake up at 2 a.m. is mine. Yeah. And it's because right now I'm kind of naturally waking up between 4 and 5.
Right.
And starting my work day because I work with a lot of international people and people on other schedules. So I'm like, okay, if I was 2 hours ahead of what I'm already doing, I could get some other things done, the laundry, do my Herkel-Durkeling, what have you, get my day going. And I already kind of wind down fairly early anyway, so I don't feel like it would disrupt me too horribly to be going to bed at 8 p.m., which if I was going to get my solid 6 or 7 or 8 would be about an 8 p.m. bedtime.
Yeah, this isn't really a fair question to me because I do go to bed at like 6 p.m.
So I imagine you did
and
2
do
a.m.
wake up
also?
at 2 a.m. and I wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and I read until it's time to get up.
You did
and-
2 a.m. also?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Elle and I are 2 a.m.
I did 2 a.m. too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I already have my schedule. 3 to 5, I'd work out. 5 to 6, I'd get ready for work. I'd work 6 to 3, 7 to 3. And then I would wind down 4 to 5. I'd be asleep by 6.
Yeah.
And if I could still have a social life, I would just be like, hey guys, we have to have dinner at 5. I go to bed
See,
at
now you know.
6:30.
Now you understand why I like to eat at 5.
Yeah.
I think that was too easy. That was too
But
easy, Zach.
you are probably 2 p.m., aren't you?
Absolutely 2 p.m., right?
I want to say 2 p.m., but honestly, the 2 a.m. I feel like would be. I mean, there is both horrible options.
But aren't you just a night guy?
I am a
anyway?
night owl, but that
Society doesn't accept that as
Yeah,
much as
I don't
it's
think you
true.
could
The
be able
early
to-
riser is praised. The sleeper inner is never praised.
No,
Yeah.
despite the fact that you work at night.
Yeah.
it
They-
is an interesting
People don't have
quantity.
respect for
Yeah,
that.
late night
You know what?
guys.
Because they're not posting about it, being like, look at this
Yeah.
workout I did at
Yeah.
1 a.m.
Well, comedians generally
5 a.m.
work.
person. Yeah.
You know, they do that. They work until 2 a.m. and then they go to bed and they wake up at about 2 p.m. So
It would be nice to have an excuse though. Say hey, sorry, I can only wake up at 2 p.m. You have to.
You have to accommodate my schedule.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a disability. You can't.
Like I
by
always
law.
thought you would be perfectly set up to be a second shifter.
Yeah.
You're at your best second shift.
Yeah, definitely. But
I am not.
I think it would have to go with. The
I'm
2
at my
p.m.
best
I'm a
around
good
10
morning.
a.m. in the morning.
I'm a good, yes, about 9 or 10.
Tell people
I
at
am
work, if you want to
wide
challenge me
awake.
at something, my people come to me at 10 a.m. Don't come to me at 7 a.m. I'm
And
still.
don't come to me at 3 p.m. either,
Yes,
because I'm
exactly.
fucking tired and ready to go
I'm
back to bed
already
at 3
hating
p.m.
life.
Yes, exactly. I'm ready to check out.
All right, I'm liking these, Zach. Good job.
Good job.
All right, this next one I think Mom will like. Would you rather have a pet dinosaur or a pet dragon?
Oh, that's tough though.
And I will say that, the dragon and the dinosaur, they will be loyal to you. They won't try to attack you. They will grow up. But you can pick whatever dinosaur
Can
you
I
want.
pick whatever dinosaur I want?
Whatever
Okay.
dinosaur you want, and frankly, whatever dragon if you have
Specific
knowledge.
types of
Yeah,
are there
specific
types of dragons. I'm thinking of the Harry Potter dragons, and we got the horntail and the.
Yeah. Oh gosh, immediately I'm going into nerd mode of which one's going to live the longest.
Oh wow!
And
You're really overthinking this.
I am overthinking it.
I know mine. Should I go since I know
Yeah.
mine? All right, dragon, because you can fly.
But then, so you could pick a dinosaur.
A
There's only
pterodactyl.
one There's only
Yeah,
one dinosaur.
and then you're stuck with a pretty
and pterodactyls
snappy
are,
one.
are
Yeah.
not very
Yeah.
attractive, and so dragon.
Okay. And like you could pick your dragon. It could be the ice breathing, fire breathing.
Yeah, whatever. There's a million
Are there,
different
are there
kinds.
other dragons?
There's a lot of dragons in Harry Potter.
Well, because they're imaginary. We know of dinosaurs. Who knows? There may be another flying dinosaur we have
That's
yet
true.
to meet.
Yeah. So I guess, well, then I have a little tiff with this question. The answer is going to be dragon because a dragon is basically,
Anything
A
you want it to
dinosaur.
be.
Yeah, you can
it's a
pick anything.
dinosaur that can fly.
yeah. I said
Yeah.
dinosaur, and I did.
Yeah, I did dinosaur also.
I wouldn't pick like a T-Rex or a.
I
I would
was
probably do
A
some research
velociraptor, a
of-
nice smart dinosaur
Or
who
a small one.
doesn't get super big but is
Yeah,
super
what about-
smart.
there's
and
really
super-
small. It's a
super
lizard.
Skill. Yeah, super skilled.
It's a lizard.
You wouldn't pick a veg dinosaur. You would pick a meat-eating. Could potentially
You'd have to
eat
feed
somebody
it
you know.
cows.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
have to be
no, we
feeding
could
your
adapt.
pet.
We could adapt.
You can't adapt a dinosaur. This conversation.
Yeah. See, I wrote dino,
It was
but
tough because I mean I love the concept of dragons, but I feel like they're mythical, so I could architect it into something else. But I mean, wow, wouldn't it be cool?
I mean,
to-
on How to Train Your Dragons, there really are like
yeah,
every
any
flavor.
type
that's why I
of
think the
dragon.
correct answer because
It's dragon.
Would you rather? There are correct answers, and the correct answer in
I
this
know
one
you
was,
like to win.
Yes,
you know what?
dragon.
The way I feel in that one, you're a winner either way.
Oh, okay.
It's true.
You get a dinosaur, you get a
dinosaur,
dragon,
you get
you're a winner.
That's true. All right.
Okay.
We got another one?
I think about it like how can I monetize this?
Yeah, that's true. But see,
I
dragon
feel like-
rides.
I feel like dragons are too fantastical. I don't think people would believe you. I think people are like, "Oh, that's a lizard."
Do you have Puff the Magic Dragon?
or
who
people
lives
would
by
just
the sea?
freak out. They'd be like, "What the hell is that?" Whereas
Isn't
a
there-
dinosaur,
sorry.
everybody's like, "Oh, you got the dinosaurs? Oh, let's open Jurassic Park."
Isn't there a story about an invisible dragon? Is that Puff?
Oh, Puff the Magic Dragon.
Is Puff
yeah.
the Magic Dragon invisible?
I don't remember.
He
I don't remember
lives
either.
by the sea.
No, I don't think he's invisible, but I think there is a story about an invisible dragon, and then no one would believe you. So I do not want an invisible dragon. I know.
Yeah.
Right.
They're probably going to win.
What a boring game.
Yeah, it's boring.
Would you rather?
The football game, not this.
The Packers
this
are
is
currently
awesome.
on.
The Packers
Yeah,
are
we're
on
watching
TV.
football.
Yeah.
Would you rather get $100 every time you compliment a stranger, or $10,000 every time you insult a stranger in the meanest way possible?
Oh, no, absolutely. This is an easy one.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, I
go
think we all
first.
agree.
Number one.
$100
Number
every time you
one.
compliment.
We're
Oh.
nice people.
Are
Mother,
you serious, bitch?
You would, but he said the word you could ruin. You can make somebody
Make
want to go
somebody
kill
feel
themselves.
awful.
Right
when-
now, with what's going on,
Why not go with number
still,
one?
when number
and-
one is positive.
I'm
Oh, I guess,
going
okay.
this way, and I'm taking this money, and I'm helping all the people that these hateful
No,
idiots. that was
no
my
comment.
gut.
Okay,
I went with my
Miranda
gut.
and I think you're wrong.
No comment. You're wrong. We're right.
Zach, what would you do?
Wow.
I mean, Mom does bring a good point because you wouldn't have. You'd have to do 1,000 or 100, right?
Person, God.
You'd do 100 compliments to make a
I said,
mean.
you look really nice today. I would have got 100
But that
Yeah, there we
being
go.
said, if you
I was going
can
to compliment you on your
immediately-
shirt.
immediately
people in this
point
world
out-
who need to be. I would go to a prison, and I would just say, "Bring in the next one." You abused an animal, sit your ass down, and I'd be cotting out $10,000, and I'd be going and giving it to the shelters.
Yeah.
There we go. Now are you changing your mind?
No, I still like to. I like the
People
positive.
who do dog fighting, you wouldn't want to sit there and just absolutely destroy
you're
them.
kind of thinking of the worst
Yeah.
case.
You're
I'm
putting
thinking
yourself
of.
in-
Yeah, I'm
I also
monetizing
think
it.
that you all are overestimating how many times you can compliment a stranger. You know, it would get it would get weird if you're in line at CVS and you were just
Everybody that
complimenting everybody. That would be creepier than
Hold on.
just
Hold on.
insulting one person.
Yeah, like I said, I'd
the
go to
question's
prison.
not like you're getting a little greedy with this.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
because there's money involved
I'm
doesn't mean you have
donating
to do it.
to the animals.
Okay, sure. Then do your thing and
I think
go
it would
be
be
mean to
pretty
somebody
easy.
once a month.
You guys immediately assumed I was so terribly wrong. Now, after my explanation, am I a little
No.
less wrong to you?
I still think you're wrong.
Zach agrees I'm a little less
I
wrong.
think the correct answer is what's our
Be
like?
kind.
Everyone should be kind, right?
Everybody
And
should
what
be
are we saying
kind,
about
yes.
our president?
I understand.
And then
yeah,
here
Doctor
you are
Who,
going, I'm going to go.
It's never,
somebody who's already
never
in
wrong
jail,
to
I'm
be
gonna
kind.
kick 'em while
but
they're down.
the delta between the one and the other was so big that, and the good I could do with that money to help other things, to me, tip the scales.
Sure.
All right. I
Love
still
the
think
question,
you're wrong.
though.
You're
See,
still
like,
wrong.
You could. It doesn't mean you can't compliment people
Yeah,
if
it
you
can
take
still
the
be
insult
complimenting.
one.
Can I
Yeah, you just
compliment?
don't get
You have
money.
the cutest dog. Yes, you do. You have the cutest dog.
Animals don't count.
That's
though. You-
complimenting
you're not allowed.
Dylan
You're not
on
allowed to
her cute
insult an
dog,
animal.
though.
Cute dog.
You have a cute dog. Rory just came in and smiled at me. She has the smiliest dog. It is the
He is
cutest
very
thing. He looks ferocious, but he's adorable. He's got that
He gets to
teethy
see
grin.
his mama and his brothers and sisters next week when we go to the yarn crawl at his farm.
It's an alpaca farm.
Yeah, but it's called they're calling it the yarn crawl.
Yeah.
It's alpaca farm. All right, Zach, I'm loving this questions.
All right. Would you rather be able to see 1 to 3 hour or up to 3 hours into the future once per day, or travel back in time once per year? And you can travel back anywhere you want. But you would have to wait. You would have to wait a year until you can do it again. So would you rather be able to see up to 3 hours into the future once per day, or travel back in time once per year?
I got mine. All right, Miranda.
Did you answer? I don't want to skew it.
I've got it written down.
I went with number one because I would do it for money.
That's exactly what I said.
Like I want to.
You go forward.
I would
you
just
bet
say,
on
okay, I'll
something,
just
you-
do it up for stocks.
Who won this Packer game?
Okay, I'll just do it for the stock. I'll do it
Exactly.
for a bit, and then that'd be the
Exactly.
only thing I would use it for.
I agree. That's
I did that too, but I also add the element of the people you could save. You would know if planes were going down. You would have known about.
No, but once per day. How would you have known to check? Oh, let me go check that this flight number, blah blah blah, today is going down in 3
Well,
hours.
you'd pick your time of the day. I'd probably be like 11:58 in the evening, and you'd be like, okay, let me have my visibility to know what happened in that day. I would see that something horrible had happened, and you could fix it.
But yeah, you only get 3 hours. So it's like,
I think
what
it's
if the school
definitely-
shooting then happened
to
at
me, it's
5
definitely
p.m.?
monetary. Like,
Yeah.
okay,
Well,
I won
monetary
this
is the
game.
primary thing. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the
you would
primary.
just
and also
be,
you would probably turn yourself miserable because you would have.
You would
you'd
always
kick
chasing it,
You'd be like,
yeah.
oh no, I picked the wrong time. Oh no, I
Yeah.
didn't choose the right thing to
Yeah.
fix. Oh no, which should I
this
fix?
would
I
give you an
can't fix
unlimited
it all.
great
amount of
power
wealth.
comes great
Yeah, this would give you
responsibility.
So
what
I would
about
do
you,
mine just
Zach?
for the
Are you
stock
the
market.
one
Yeah.
per day or one per year?
Zach?
We're in the wrong timeline. I'm going with the go back in time once per year and just try to change everything.
Oh, that's kind of interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Now that was a caveat I did not hear that you
Oh,
could
I
actually
assume you would.
change.
Yeah, I would assume you would know, like butterfly effect applies.
Oh, so then you could
Stock in
affect
Apple.
things.
Yeah.
Oh, then I might change my answer. Because yeah, you could buy stock in Apple. Although
Yeah, I would only have to do it once.
I feel like it would be a Twilight Zone situation, though. They would make sure
Yeah.
that every time you go back, the world gets worse and
yeah,
worse.
yeah, it's true. It does seem like that.
Yeah,
All right.
the 3 hours. The 3 hours you could prevent things like, you're a car accident or accidental deaths and things like that.
You wouldn't know which.
So just anytime. Okay. So then, just anytime you're getting in a car, you're going to use your one per day opportunity of, okay, am I going to get in a car crash today? Like, that's a miserable way to live.
Yeah.
I think you'd figure out a time of day to query that.
Okay, so if you're querying every morning at 9 a.m., you're only looking until 9, 10,
Noon.
11, 12.
I still would use it.
3?
Sorry, use it for money.
Yeah,
It's all about the
Give us
money,
I don't want to think
money.
anymore about
Yeah,
this
sit
one.
at the because
money,
imagine what
money.
you could do with this an infinite amount of money.
The bling, bling, cha-ching, cha-ching.
All right, we got another one, Zach. Loving this. This is fun. This is fun.
I got 2 more.
Okay.
All right, this one's really weird.
Love it.
Would you rather not ever be able to leave your house without carrying a DVD copy of Paul Blart Mall Cop, or permanently lose your sense of smell?
Oh, well, I guess that's fairly easy. Right?
So you're carrying around a DVD of
Paul Blart.
Paul Blart marker.
But-
Yeah, you can put it in a bag. I'd say it is. I see it as basically you always have to bring a bag everywhere you go, essentially,
Well,
and it always has to
said
have.
purses
Or it can be
anyway.
taped to your person.
Or it can be yeah. It doesn't have to be in its
Yeah.
case.
My Paul Blart bra.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be in its case. It doesn't have to be playable.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the same
Okay.
disc.
Yeah.
You know, if you want.
Well, then
it.
I think that
That's
one's a
an
no-brainer. That's
easy
Blart.
answer, Blart. Because otherwise,
I ended up changing I went with number 2
Yeah.
because
Why?
I can easily know that I smell good everywhere I go, and then I would never have to worry about.
you would lose your sense
Yeah.
of taste.
Oh, I think
No, you don't.
smell.
Oh, you don't? Just smell.
Smell.
Oh, well, your sense of smell and sense of taste are related.
Yeah. But still, well, then maybe I could eat healthier because I won't be tasting the. I went with number 2. I
Yeah,
changed
well, I
it.
have to honestly living with Ed and with dogs. There's
Yeah.
times I wish I didn't.
Oh,
have
and I
the
get
sense of
nauseous
smell.
now from certain smells where I'm like, hey, if I didn't have that problem, cool.
Just wait till if you get pregnant. Ooh, man.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah.
I don't-
So I went
I-
with number 2.
I still don't think I want to lose my sense of smell.
Yeah, I'm keeping Blart with
I'm
me.
keeping
And then, like,
Blart
I go on a
with
lot
me.
of runs. Like,
I'm
I have
gonna-
to
I'm
have
gonna
a
turn him
CD
into,
on
like,
me the whole time.
jewelry, and he's
we
gonna be.
already have to have our phones. That's
No, I go
almost
to-
the size of a CD.
No,
Come on.
I go on a raw dog run. I do nothing.
Without you have your
No, I have
watch.
no watch.
It's strapped
And
to
then
your
if I have a-
back, kind of like a Highlander sword.
Yeah, there
That's
you
my
go.
Paul Blart.
No.
Oh, that's a geeky answer right there.
I'm so excited about this Highlander movie
Yeah.
next year. Henry Cavill. Yum.
Oh, I didn't know it was Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill is Highlander. Nice.
All right, Zach. Last question.
Yeah, and also I would not carry the Paul Blart. I'd sacrifice my
Your smell.
my smell for that. It's too embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
All right, final one. Would you rather live in Springfield from The Simpsons or Bikini Bottom from SpongeBob? Any questions?
Unfortunately, I do not know SpongeBob.
You don't know
So
SpongeBob?
if I'm living in Bikini Bottom, am I living like Sandy the Squirrel in that
you
I
could
have
you
to
can
have...
choose whatever like species you want. You could be like Sandy if you want, where
Is
you have
it
to live in a
underwater?
tube. It is underwater.
Bikini
Okay.
Bottom.
Most of the characters are fish or, types of fish that can breathe underwater. Simpsons, you will be yellow. You will be yellow.
And you'll be in Springfield
and
with
you'll
all
be
the
in-
other.
And you're with all the characters of said town.
You're with all the characters,
I
and
don't really.
you
I
are
guess-
now a character in this show.
No idea.
You want me first?
Or should I go first? Did you go first?
I
last
mean,
time?
mine's number 2. Good people down there.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I did too.
I don't even know the show,
Yeah.
but Simpsons is pretty
They have a
dark.
beach.
They're pretty awful people
SpongeBob
in
is there,
Springfield.
there's joy in SpongeBob. There's not a lot of joy,
joy
in
in
Springfield.
Springfield. Exactly. Okay.
We're all
Exactly.
SpongeBob.
Clearly, you guys don't watch SpongeBob. I don't even know how miserable the fish are in that. Have you seen like them have to go to work and stuff? Oh, it's not.
They go to the power plant. They've got Mr. Burns. and they've
Bikini
got
Bottom.
nuclear.
Bikini Bottom is a.
It's
There's
a cesspool.
well, there's theories that Bikini Bottom is Bikini Atoll, the place where they tested all the nuclear bombs on.
Oh,
I don't know. I would go with Simpsons because one, it's like
that's-
the real world. It doesn't mean you have to stay in Springfield all the time. You can go traveling. Simpsons is clearly in real life world. You got all the celebrities.
Well, but I thought you kind of said you were stuck there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, I'm
well.
I'm keeping SpongeBob.
I would keep SpongeBob.
I don't. I
it's
have
not
never
Shell
seen
City.
SpongeBob a day in my life, and I'm
They
picking
leave
SpongeBob.
Bikini Bottom too. They went and they did the
Yeah.
Super Bowl show. Like
Alright.
they left. So
They're glowing with health.
Yeah, and you could theoretically go to the Super Bowl in SpongeBob. I don't know. I because it's ironically because it's a kids cartoon, it is more violent than The Simpsons. I say a lot of times you see
Because it's a
there-
kids
there's
cartoon.
one
That's
yeah
ironic.
yeah exactly and
Squidward talks about killing himself every episode.
Yeah, I
it's-
did know that.
I
I
want
didn't.
to kill myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So
Yeah,
I
you
wouldn't
see
be
people
near
get-
him.
It's pretty dark.
you see people
Mrs.
get
Puff-
stomped by
Mrs.
boots.
Puff and I would be playing mahjong.
Yeah.
I mean,
we'd go shopping.
yeah, we go Oh, that's something we didn't talk about, our mahjong lessons.
Oh yeah, we got mahjong lessons.
We've been going on Tuesdays. Ella and
we
I
already know how to play. Well, at least a version.
We know how to
of,
play Hong Kong. We don't know how to play American.
and everybody we know is learning American
and
mahjong.
we are learning
so.
American. So we have an old lady teaching us. I said old lady. She's not that old. But here's the interesting thing about her. Before I digress off onto something else. So she was telling us her story, how she lived in a beautiful Cardiff by the Sea. It's kind of near Malibu. She had an acre dream house that she built. She now lives in ostensibly a manufactured home in a 55 and up community over here on the other side of town.
And
she said to us, I am way happier than I've ever been in my life. I have
friends.
I have things to do. I'm challenged.
She was very isolated on this land.
Isolated.
So think about that as you age. We've been talking about this. Like Casey and I are still kind of battling. Are we buying land when we retire? Are we, moving into some sort of 55 and up community? And this does kind of say, you know what, 55 and up community.
And then the other person, we went to that house concert at Whitney's house.
Yeah.
That community
was lovely.
It was room full of people that all came to listen to a musician, and they were all people from the community.
Right.
And so here's this woman who's decided she's going to teach more people mahjong. We paid her $75 for 3 lessons, and we're sitting in her kitchen. She's fostering kittens.
He's licking your computer.
No, he's
Or is that his
lifting. That's
leg?
my
Oh,
lotion.
okay.
And she is
That's Rory again.
spending 2 hours an evening with the 3 of us, teaching us mahjong. And she's got kittens that she's fostering.
Oh yeah, she's fostering kittens.
So that's why you should come on Tuesday, Miranda. She's fostering kittens.
you get to see kitty babies.
kittens.
Well, are they up for adoption?
They will be, yeah.
They will be.
They need
They
like
need
2
to
more
grow.
weeks.
Yeah.
Does she have dogs?
No, just kitties.
Just
But
kidding.
are the kitties exposed to dogs right now?
we
Oh
have
no,
to, I
she
don't
had
know.
cats. I think she just had cats.
Yeah.
But
But they're young enough that they'd learn. That's the thing. It's all about learning. But anyway, so great question, Zach. I think this was fun. I loved how we did the write down rather than one person influencing.
Yeah, yeah.
And boy, there were some.
I'd be curious out there if anybody has any insight on any of the answers that we missed.
Because I still believe there's no right or wrong.
Yeah.
So
You're wrong. No.
You were wrong like 3 times today.
our cocktail of the show is
gone.
It's kind of an interesting one. We are recording a little earlier. It's a take on the bee's knees. And what this was is I had a business trip about a week and a half ago, and you have a lot of time where you're sitting around doing nothing but either doom scrolling or online shopping. Just you're on your phone, right? And this thing came up, and it was for this company called Deco, Deko cocktails. And it showed, a twist on the bee's knees where we add a little lavender to it. I'm like, all right, it was a reasonable price. It, had free shipping. So, me, give me the free shipping. But here
You're
was
such
the thing.
a sucker.
I am.
Such
So
a
here's the
sucker.
thing. Never did I really read and understand how many milliliters it was. It never put the bottle next to anything with perspective. So I'm assuming it's a bottle like the size of a wine bottle. It comes and it's like half the size of wine. It's this little itty bitty bottle.
Really?
It basically was 4 servings.
Really?
And then I'm like doing the back of the envelope math, and I'm like, all right, I guess it wound up then being, $4.50 a cocktail, which isn't horrible.
Which isn't awful, but it's more
But
than
I was
we
like
normally
expecting this
Yeah.
big bottle. So it's
It
my
was-
Stonehenge purchase. If you ever watch this is Spinal Tap, which by the way, the
I did
sequel
watch it.
Oh,
is
you did?
coming
I
out.
watched it.
And
Yeah.
what did you think? Did you laugh? Oh, it's a
It
Gen
was
X
fun. It was
thing.
one of those where I was like, oh yeah, that was yeah. But I wasn't like, oh my god, this just changed my life. This was the funniest thing I've ever
So
seen.
it's a parody, lot like Best in Show, The Mighty
See,
Wind.
like, I laughed out loud at Best in Show.
Yeah.
Best in Show is hilarious. But those, I mean, they're all, to me, they're all very similar. They're
Yeah.
very,
Yeah. But anyway, I watched it.
The
I did my homework.
Stonehenge reference, how they wanted it this. He put inches instead of
Yes,
feet.
yes.
Yeah.
That was me and my bottle. I had a Stonehenge experiences. I didn't.
Well, I told you about Casey's pants that he ordered from China. And somehow he put the wrong measurements, and they were like, he looked like it. They were like knickers on him. It was hilarious. Custom made pants that were
That
short.
would have fit.
Yeah,
an
and
Oompa
it was like $35 for him to have these custom made pants or whatever. And I said, cost of hilarity, priceless, because it really was.
What did you ever do with them?
I gave him to Goodwill or something. I said we could have kept him, get him some big feet. He could have been a hobbit.
So that was just my fight. It's very good. I enjoyed
It was very
it.
tasty.
I
Did you
zhuzhed
foam something?
I did. I zhuzhed it up with some egg white, and
Yeah, I
then
was
of
gonna
course
say it
I've
was-
been into garnish and flair.
You
but
had a lot of flair. Although I didn't. There was something.
That was a bourbon cherry.
No, I liked the bourbon cherry. Their grittiness in this stuff.
It was
zest. Lemon
yes,
zest.
I had some lemon zest.
Sorry, do
Didn't
not
like
do
it.
the lemon zest
Okay.
in future. It's like we were talking about coconut.
Okay.
Love the flavor
It's the
of coconut.
texture.
Hate the texture.
But also back to Spinal Tap. I was thinking that's what we could dress up as for Halloween. You could be the blonde guy with crimped hair. Ed or Casey can be one of the drummers. You could be the singer, crimp your hair.
I have a
and then
wig for Casey.
I can be the girlfriend manager.
Are
She
we-
had really cool
Are we all
outfits.
coming to your house again for
Yeah, and
Halloween?
then we should
Yeah, are you
like
around for
set it up
Halloween?
like we're performing as Spinal Tap at our house.
Yeah.
And then
Big
play their
bottom.
music. Yeah.
Big bottom.
And then just the whole night we're just like performing the 3 songs. Or whatever. And then after Spinal Tap 2 comes out, we'll have more songs to perform.
That's right.
So many things. My favorite line in that was when he's showing his amplifiers.
Yes.
And he's like, "These are special." Well, why? They go to 11.
It's one.
They're
louder.
one louder. And then the interviewer's like, "So just make 10." No. These go to 11.
Go to 11.
Well, in that same scene, and then he's like, "Oh, and look at that guitar." And he's like, "Wow, that's really nice." He's like, "Don't look at it.
Don't look at it.
No, don't look at it. It's so good. Don't look at it. Have you played it? Don't look at it."
Look at-
I'm like, okay, that was good.
And then Nigel was actually a great musician. He's playing that beautiful song. Oh, this is Suck My Love Pump.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, we're looking forward to that coming out in theaters.
Yeah.
Book soup of the show, lasagna soup. We're getting into fall weather. Lasagna soup is like lasagna in a bowl. I have reactivated my starter, sourdough starter. I'm ready to be in soup and sourdough bread mode.
I am kind of looking forward to sweater weather.
Sweater
I
weather.
really am looking forward to sweater
Yeah,
weather.
we had a hot day yesterday. Even though it said it was only like in the mid 80s, we were playing pickleball.
Today's a
It
little
was
on the cooler
hot.
side. It's not
muggy.
It's
Yeah.
muggy. We're getting rain
because
finally.
we had rain last night.
Yeah.
Book recommendation. We have all read a great beach summer read, The Wedding People by Alison Espach.
It's our book club
Book club
this
book.
month.
It's on Reese's list. It's light reading. I mean, even though it starts off with, kind of a
suicide.
rough premise. She's thinking about killing herself and her cat dies.
Yeah.
But it's a good story of redemption and perspective.
Yeah. And really it makes you think about. It's funny, we just saw the movie The Great Big Beautiful Journey or whatever
Yes.
it is. And both the theme of that book and the theme of this movie was, are you happy? You know, or what makes you happy? Or how can you be happy?
How can you be happy?
And it's interesting, there was a line in The Big Beautiful Journey, something about, well, I work for content, or I focus on being content
And
with
happiness may
moments of
follow.
happiness.
Yes.
You know,
That
and I
if you
think that's a
strive
really
for happiness, you're never going to fully
You'll
achieve
never
it
get it
and so
there.
you'll be depressed. But if you strive to be content, the glimmers of happiness will emerge, and
Yeah,
that's better.
And I thought that was a really good
perspective.
Yeah.
Seems how we haven't been very
at the
happy
end of that movie is my song, which is Pete Townsend, "Let My Love Open the Door." Let my love open the door. Which is it wasn't
To your
sung by
heart.
Pete Townsend in the end of the movie, but that's
Yeah, they did kind of a coffee house version.
It was a
of
coffee
it.
house version of it, but I still love the Pete Townsend version of it.
And then my song is actually, I don't know how maybe it popped up on a random thing, but a Supertramp song showed up. And then I remembered how much I loved the Breakfast in America album by Supertramp.
One of the first albums I ever owned.
Great album. So I said,
Yeah, it was a
I'm
great
going to
album.
listen to that because I don't know that artists necessarily do this anymore. Maybe you can correct me, Zach. But it used to be so much about a discography. There was a story in an
album,
album.
yes.
And you can't just... I feel like now an
Have
artist
you not
makes a
listened to
song...
Sabrina Carpenter's Man's Best Friend? I'm sorry.
Maybe.
There's
and
a
I know
story.
Taylor Swift goes with that, but so often now artists are producing these almost one-hit wonder songs. It's not about buying the album or disc
Yeah.
or whatever. And so listening to the entirety of Breakfast in America, it has a great album cover.
Yeah.
Loved it. So my
So
song
many
for the
good songs
day
on that
is,
album.
I know, I've got to pick one. The
Yeah.
Logical Song. Everyone knows the Logical Song.
Oh, responsible, practical.
So I highly recommend, you got a moment, throw it onto your Spotify, listen to Breakfast in
You know
America.
who else did a really good thematic albums was Alan Parsons Project, because they did one about pyramids. They did one about
Oh, that might be one to try.
Edgar Allan Poe. They had a whole Poe album. Like
I haven't thought about the Alan Parsons Project.
Alan
in
Parsons
years.
has some
Okay.
great albums. Yeah. Anyway,
All right. Well, my thought to end the show, we are closer to 2050 than we are to 2000.
Oh, fuck. So the other day, I know we're at the end of the show, but the other day you
Let's
said...
start a new episode.
I know. The other day you said, you were talking about something and you were like, it's between the ages of 25 and 59. And when she said 59, I thought, oh, that's really old. And we're going to be 58 in November. So let's let that sink in. How I thought 59 was super old.
Okay, but on that thing, so we're in 2025 and we're past 25. We're closer to 2026 than 2025. So that quote you just gave was basically saying we're exactly halfway
Between...
to 2020.
I know, but
2050.
Growing up, I mean, if you would heard 2050,
Yeah.
we were supposed to have flying cars. Like right now, if you were to think about
2000 was supposed to be flying cars.
2020. We were like,
well,
wait,
like the
we have to say
Jetsons and so
2020?
many of these things that were like super futuristic. 2050 is like the start of that.
Yeah.
Well, and it's gonna look more like the Jetsons. We will quite literally have robots in the house making
In
your
25
breakfast.
years?
Oh, yeah,
In 4 years.
Yeah, Elon Musk has his
Yeah.
way. Remember, Ed wants to buy a robot to go work at Subway.
I don't buy it. I think we're going to be...
Dad and his
I think in the
limited
next
use of
25
robots.
I
years,
think we're
it
going to have
is-
World War III and the whole world's going to be blown up.
well,
so.
we're not
it'll-
going to be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll blow up, but then
We're not going to be alive in 25 years?
It'll be,
It'll be tight. I might. Well, you might. You've
Yeah.
got longevity.
Wait, what do you mean you won't be alive in 25? Hold on. That's 80?
No.
25?
no, yeah, I figure
Yeah.
I've got
Haven't
a
done
good
trouble math.
good
Yeah.
30 more years on this planet.
85.
Yeah.
85.
I will be,
alive.
but maybe I'll be wishing I wasn't. So it depends on these next couple months.
Although 85's not that old anymore. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna
Casey's
say, if you
dad
play
just
your
turned
cards
85.
right, you'll
That's-
be just taking care of goats and chickens.
Yeah.
That'll be your morning activity.
So anyway, I saw that and it did cause me to go
Yeah.
a little bit. That and the reference of Back to the Future, how far he went back.
Yeah, those are scary.
Yeah, would be like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't that far back. It is weird when you think about like the 80s. I saw a meme that was like the 80s were 30 years ago and that this was that. And I was like, no, that's not right. And that was the point of the meme is that really, yeah, anyway.
Me being in college 10 years ago, I'm like, no.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I guess.
And when you're
Yeah.
going to a drop down and having to scroll to get to 1967,
Yeah.
like too much scrolling.
okay.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, I'm Dylan.
I'm Elle.
And we both love soup. Bye-bye.